Yo guys, welcome back to another Danmachi Memoria Freese video. Okay, so first things first, let's get the elephant in the room out of the way. There is no face cam today because I cannot be bothered setting up my lights and green screen. So, admittedly, it is another dead day on Danmachi because everything new comes out tomorrow, which means I have an opportunity to do another boss battle. And today we're going to be looking at Aisha. And hopefully we can get as close to S clearing in one run as possible. So, before I do anything else, my comments on these boss battles are this. These are endgame content. If you do not have at least some ML bead and max hero ascended units, you will not be able to beat them. Say at least some, not all. You don't need all. I beat this beforehand without having any without having all ML bead units. In fact, the first time I beat it, I think I had a +3 OTAL, so it is what it is. So yes, this is endgame content. Please keep that in mind. There is no real way to cheese it with lower level characters, simply because of how much damage this boss outputs. That being said, let's get into it. This is the team I put together. There are 3 requirements to S-clear this boss. 1 is to finish it without anyone dying. 2 is to finish it under 12 turns. And 3 is to finish it with a bell on the team. Now, you do not have to clear it, do all of that in one run. You can separate them. You mean if you needed to do it 3 separate times to do each requirement, that will still get you the S clear. So, based on, especially, you know, to all of you EU viewers there who probably don't have that many bell units anyway, there aren't really going to be many useful bells to bring to this boss fight. So I opted to leave him out of the team and just focus on at least clearing the boss. So in an ideal world, we will get as close to S clearing as possible. In reality, we just want to clear this in general for like the first time drop rewards if you guys don't have it. Now, to go over the equipment, my team has a combination of thunder cloaks and breastplates. Because I would go with thunder cloaks anyway because she does thunder damage on all of her attacks. On top of that, I have two revolving anklets for my Line and Athena because they're going to be my sack units. So yes, thunder cloaks, revolving anklets, amulets, I can't remember what they're called, and that'll be it. That'll be all for your equipment. Now, as for the team, obviously you know what Haruhime does. She heals on counters, she heals, she extends buffs, she lowers strength and magic. On her I have Orna. Orna increases guard rate and counter rate, which is great for Haruhime because I want those counter heals to be happening as often as possible. She also lowers physical resist and magic resist. Next to her I have the main SA DPS is what I'm going to call him for this team because I'm just going to be spamming his SA whenever I can. Is Goblin Slayer. He a very self-sufficient dark unit. If you don't have him, I don't know what you can do. But obviously, like I always say, you don't have to copy my team exactly. Emulating it would probably be better. So if you don't have this exact team, look at what the units do and try to emulate the team as best as possible. And that should still help you out. On him I have Outsider Rare Eyes. Now she increases agility and strength by 20% and increases single target and AoE damage by 10%. If she's not MLB'd, it will still be a 15% buff as well as an 8% increase to single target and AoE. Next to that I have Winter Haruhime. She's there to increase physical resist and magic resist. Sorry, I've got hiccups, I'm trying to hide it. Let me just get some water. Ugh, coconut water is horrible. Not coconut water, sorry, cucumber water is horrible. I'm a little bit stuffy, as you can tell. It's allergy season still, even though it's cold. It's crazy. British weather's just a joke. Anyway, so Winter Haruhime, she's going to heal on counter, increase physical resist and magic resist, and her skill 3 also lowers enemy buffs by 2 turns, which is great because Aisha increases her thunder and strength damage Now, if you had a strength or magic buff remover, fine, but she would still have the thunder buff. With Haruhime, I can probably take 1 turn of damage and then remove those buffs entirely, which is what we're aiming for. On her, I have my Finn, my prized possession, the best assist on my account. He basically buffs everything, including SA gauge by 33%. Now, I've opted to put him on the front line, so Otal isn't going to be getting the 33% from either Line or Finn, but that's because Aisha hits ridiculously hard. I need to have an assist that increases both strength and resistances on Otal. So you guys can, you know, Backstage Eyes or the Villager Hestia, I think it is, that recently came out, probably will do the same thing. Because otherwise he's going to get 1 hit. Yes, Otal can get 1 hit in this in this boss battle. Anyway, so first sack unit, Lina, you know what she does. She increases SA gauge, counter rate and pen rate and crit rate. And on her we have Ina. Ina lowers crit and penetration of the enemy, and also lowers incoming damage by 10%, incoming AoE and single target damage by 10%. My second sack is Finna. Now you can use Galmus because he reduces incoming damage by 35% instead of just 30, but my Galmus is level 60 and gets 1 hit every time, so I opted for the 5% less reduction, but I guaranteed a higher chance of survival. On her I have Pure Bride Seer. Now this is my only assist that will complement a dark team. It lowers dark resistance by 5%, which isn't really a lot, but increases dark type attack by 10%. Because, and now Otal's not going to get this buff, but it doesn't matter because I want to boost Goblin Slayer's attack as much as possible, because Otal in terms of damage is very self-sufficient anyway. And then obviously we have the Otal, who's just a pure beast and does non-stop damage. Anyway guys, let's get into the run and we'll see how it goes. Now, like I said, hopefully we can get as many requirements to S-clear it as possible, but ideally we're just looking to finish it that first time to get the drop reward, for you guys, because I already did it. Anyway, let's get started. Okay guys, so obviously I've had to do this, we're going to interject in the middle of the video here, excuse me, let me clear my throat, because dumb that I am, forgot to put in the turn rotation. Now, it should be up on the screen. I'm going to put it in post editing anyway, so you should be able to see it regardless. Now, this is all credits go out to Yui and everyone over at the Artemis Familia for sharing this information. Their Discord is public if I recall correctly, so I hope I'm okay to share this. If I'm not, just let me know, I'll take it down. But yeah, all credit goes to those guys for sharing the turn rotations and health and resistances, all that good stuff for the boss. So anyway, we're going to look at the turns here. As you can see, turn 1 she debuffs her guard rate and buffs her agility. Turn 2 strength and thunder up. Turn 3 she's basically, I make it, it's not in great detail, but essentially it tells you all of the most important stuff. Now turns in a cycle, it's a 3 turn cycle, so she will debuff herself, buff her strength and thunder damage, and then SA at the end of the next turn after that. Again, turns 4 she will debuff herself and buff her agility, buff her strength and thunder, and then at the end of the following turn she will SA on turn 7. No, turn 6, sorry. So that is the rotation. If you want to screenshot it, pause the video and get yourself a copy or whatever, so you guys can do this yourself. And let's get back to the run. Okay, so turn 1 we're going to lower her attack. Now, Goblin Slayer's skill 1 is amazing because it's both offensive and it's an offensive and defensive support. Now, notice he's lowering her crit and pen rate as well as her physical resist and dark resist by 30%. So she's going to be doing less damage and taking more damage from physical dark types. And then we're going to increase our physical resist and magic resist, just to keep everyone alive. And then we're going to use Spotlight with Line to get that SA gauge charge going. We should be okay. I did it again. I didn't put the turn rotations on the screen. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do it right now. No, I'm not actually. I'll do it post editing. It's fine. I have the screenshot. I'll put it in post editing. It's not a problem. Anyway, so we are on turn 2, but in saying that, I kind of do need the turn rotation up so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, turn 2, she's now going to buff her strength and magic. Okay, so turn 2, we're going to heal with Haruhime. We're going to increase the single target and AoE damage for everyone. We're going to... Okay, so she's going to buff her strength and thunder damage this turn. So I'm hoping if she does it before my Haruhime goes, then I'll still lower it by 2 turns. If not, it doesn't matter. I still get an additional heal off for everyone, make it ensuring survival, and then I can use it again next turn. Okay, now we're gonna use Fina's skill 1, which lowers AoE and single target attacks by 30%, and then hope that no one dies. Okay, that's pretty nice. I mean, it's pretty sweet damage, to be fair. No, okay, wait. Okay, she used it. I lost track of what happened. So she used it after winning Haruhime, which means I need to use this again now, which doesn't matter because Otao buffs his own physical resistance and magic resistance. Anyway, so we're gonna do this turn 1. No, turn 3. I'm losing track of everything. So Otao, we're gonna buff everything. We're gonna switch to damage mode on Goblin Slayer, which also buffs himself, his strength and dark damage by 40%, which is what makes these two such a good pair to use against this boss, because she can remove strength buffs but not element buffs. So with these two, both of their skills reapply strength buffs anyway, so we're still going to get out a good chunk of damage. And we're going to opt to, let's just have a look, see how many turns are left on these buffs. So she's got 2 turns left on the strength buff, which means she probably got 2 turns left on the fun. Yeah, oh, it's right underneath. I'm not blind at all. Which means after this turn that should be gone. Hopefully I, get this before she actually attacks anyone. I mean, thank God for counter heals, eh? Because the SA was coming. Now she debuffs physical resist, strength and magic by 50%. Actually, let me just check after this because I know they're not going to die, which is fine. Okay, so strength down, magic down, and that's it. Okay, so let's check her. Yeah, all buffs are in play, that's fine. Okay, and what we'll do is we'll just do this again. And we're just going to spam these two for the additional healing. And then we're going to SA with Goblin Slayer, who... No, we're not. No, we're not. I just realized. We'll do it next turn because I don't want to do it with the debuff on there. So we'll just use skill Freese for now, which should be okay. I'm opting to wait for a later turn to get more damage out of it if possible. Ah, crap. I didn't change Otao's skill. Ah, doofus. I haven't said that word in a while. Doofus. So we're going to swap the damage mode now with Otao, and let's just have a check here. She completely removed Goblin Slayer's strength buff. Wait, what turn is it? I'm dumb. I should have SA'd with Haruhime instead, which is fine. It's not a big deal. We're still going to go with this one. There are no debuffs in play, so we can actually get away with just recharging some MP. With winner Haruhime's skill 2. I put myself a turn behind here, which means it is already a pretty bad run. But like I said, we're just hoping to finish it. And if we can, maybe get as close to S clearing as possible. So right, so everyone now has a strength buff, which could potentially be removed anyway. Okay, so she's AoEing. I think she removes buffs on single target. Now everyone's got a physical resistance debuff, and she's got her buffs up. Gonna extend all these, and now what we're gonna do is we're gonna SA with Goblin Slayer because I'm pretty sure he doesn't have anything that will stop him from hitting ridiculously hard. No, he doesn't. No, he does not. Right, so this is the best time to do it. Like I said, I have put myself a turn behind because I should have remembered that I was supposed to SA with Haruhime on turn 4, not Goblin Slayer. But this should be fine. 630k. Okay, I know we can do more, but it is what it is. We'll take it. I mean, Otao is doing like 300k, which is, it's not a joke. It's really not. there are no debuffs in play. We're just going to opt for the heals anyway. Put everyone on damage. She's increased. I don't get her increasing her agility. It's, everyone retained their strength buffs. I know she's now going to debuff everyone's strength and magic, which I'm just going to remove with Winter Haruhime anyway. And then I'll have an SA next turn. Hopefully she doesn't remove Goblin Slayer's strength buff, and then I can get straight back into it. So there's the debuffs, which we're going to get rid of now. We're actually going to Sheikah this turn because her MP is getting a little bit low, which is fine because we have both Harus, which means I have twice the healing. Which I think this is like the only team you could probably get away with doing that, because Otal and Goblin Slayer basically set themselves up to do a ridiculous amount of damage. Okay, so I'm pretty sure he lost his strength buff. No, he did not. Hey, all right, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna SA with Goblin Slayer. We're not gonna remove the physical down debuff. Actually, we are, because she's got. This costs so much MP, and I'm literally about to run out now. But I think we're coming to the end. Like, she's really, really low anyway, so it is what it is. I think I can get away with using Yasuga this turn. So we're trying to remove the physical down debuff and her strength and thunder buffs with Winter Haruhime. Winter Haruhime, sorry. And we're just going to do as much damage as possible Goblin Slayer right now. I've been really lucky. Like, there is an aspect of RNG here. Like, she's not been removing Goblin Slayer's strength buff. And as you can see, like 823k, I know he can hit harder than that, but it is what it is right now. I'll take everything I can get. What I'm going to do though is we're on turn 10 now, coming up. Yeah, I want to check how much health she actually has. 520k, so I actually think we can finish it under 12 turns, which is great. I still have strength buffs all over the place. Obviously, also a good thing. We're going to increase MP, and then just do damage with the other two. And hopefully it might finish it this turn if they can both hit over 250. There you go. 8 turn 10 finish. Now, that means whoever you're going to use on your team, if you don't have these, have to be someone similar. So I mean, maybe the new Argo, Thunder Argo and Finna can do it in combination as well. Anyway, right, so final thoughts. Remember, this is end game content. If you don't have MLB units, or at least some MLB units, like I wasn't using an entire team. I had like 2 MLB adventurers and then 2 MLB assists, I want to say. I think it was 2. It was Ayaz and Finn. No, oh, 3 including Freya. But this is end game content. These are final bosses. They're level 130, for God's sakes. They're supposed to be hard. So if you don't have an account that can do it, there is no rush. You can always come back another time and do it. Now, there is something I did want to speak on. That is, I have noticed some definite, what's the word here? Like real, immature toxicity within certain aspects of the social media, regarding like it. With regards to this games community. So like, I understand that it may be difficult to ask for help, or you know, if you've asked for help specifically on the Facebook group, it might have been difficult, or you may have been laughed at or whatever, but most people are actually really nice and helpful. It's only the odd few. Now I'm saying this now because it came to my attention yesterday when I basically shared that I'd finally beat Shadow Bell, which is the next boss battle I'll be showing you guys if I can. And you know, someone decided to laugh at me. Now that doesn't bother me personally, because well, I'm mentally strong and emotionally mature, so I don't really care what someone that can't grow pubes thinks. But I want you guys to know, if you do need help, if you want guidance, or you know, just someone to explain things in the game, do not be afraid to jump into my Discord. I have basically an entire familiar worth of people that are willing to help. I even have friends and other familiars that you know, have helped me greatly, and I want to share that with as many people as possible. So if you guys do want help or anything, please don't be afraid to drop in the Discord. That's what it's there for. Anyway, I hope that has helped. I hope that has maybe entertained you even a little bit, but if so, be sure to drop that like, subscribe if you're not. Make sure to follow me on, you know, input associated social media links down below. And as always, guys, I'll catch you later.